About a month ago, my friend Gabe and I had a shroom day, and we had a plan for a legendary day. He comes over at 10 a.m. sharp, we eat a quarter heart each, we play some Fireboy and Water Girl, and we set a timer. We have a plan to eat some stems as backup if that doesn't hit in 2 hours. We venture out into New York City and go into the wilderness of Morningside Park. I know this amazing spot in Morningside Park that I'm leading him to. On the way, we find a vantage point, we conquer the vantage point, and we decide it's too epic, we have to eat the stems now. We climb down from the vantage point, and we go to the scenic spot, but it's a construction zone. We went into the construction zone, but there was a bozo there who made us turn around. After we got kicked out of the scenic spot, we found another spot that was pretty solid, and this is maybe the most shroomular that I got. I was looking at this ledge, and I felt my eyes caressing the object. They were going all around it, and I understood the object in 3D, every single crevice. Around this time, I tell Gabe about the exposure triangle, which contributes to good photography if you're using a real camera. If you're using iPhones like we were that day, it does fucking nothing. But it was funny because we kept taking good pictures and being like, oh my god, this guy knows about the exposure triangle. We went to Tom's Diner next. Yes, Tom's Diner from Seinfeld. Yes, Tom's Diner from the song. And we had a philosophical discussion that we would pivot to a weed day and hope and pray that our legendary day could still be legendary. I had never hit a cart before, and Gabe immediately chiefed it because of course he did. So I thought, oh, you have to really suck at it to get some of the meat out. And so I went crazy, and both of us were fucked. For the next maybe hour, we just walked south along Riverside Park.
This video gonna be crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I know it for sure.
It's gonna be insane.
After about 30 blocks, Gabe and I both get crazy munchies. We look for a supermarket. We are delighted to find the most glorious, magnificent supermarkets that we've ever seen until we go inside them, and they are the most disappointing supermarkets we'd ever seen. This shit had snacks you've never even heard of. Eventually we find some food and we sit down, and a YouTube video shows up on my feed. An Overview of Democracy by Philip Yaque. The whole time he's sitting there with this huge glass of orange juice, and we're just begging him to take a sip. And I'll just play it for you.
For them to be voted in. Okay, yes, okay, we also go to...
Now that was the funniest shit we had ever seen, bro. We were being a nuisance in the public space. So we decided it was time to leave. Gabe and I are both percussionists, so we go more downtown to the Sam Ash. We find a couple electronic drum sets, and there was this cymbal that made a different noise depending on which side you hit. So we did a crazy combined beat with this cymbal. Listen to this. There's something I didn't tell you, which is that originally we had planned for this day to culminate in a return to our high school and watching a concert put on by the high schoolers. We get there, we watch the concert, it's like fine, and then we leave, and our day has not been as rewarding, as legendary as we hoped it to be. And we were pretty devastated. So I suggest that we go to this abandoned railroad. I took another video as we walk across this abandoned railway, and eventually we find AirPods. I kid you not, we are in the net positive for this day. We find some cool structures, and we're like, all right, we have to take some photos. Look at this picture that Gabe took of me. This is a dude who knows about the fucking exposure triangle. There's one more picture. This shit is just legendary. Look at this. Then we took pictures of each other peeing, and we tried to get Mr. Beast Burger, but it never came, so we went home. That's the story.
You see it?